Well, this is the third summit meeting of the Quad that will be held in Tokyo. And first one, as you know, was virtual summit. Then we had the summit in Washington, and thereafter there was an emergency summit also on March 3rd, virtually in the wake of the Russia-Ukraine crisis. And now we have the this another very important visit of the Quad, because the global landscape has changed. And even though Prime Minister Modi has been talking to all the leaders, but this visit is really taking place in a very different kind of a scenario. That is number one, that we are seeing the Russia Ukraine crisis, which has still continued to unfold, and there is no end near it. It is having a great impact. At the same time, what we are looking at is the the change in government in Australia, which is a key member, which has been a key member in the AUKUS and has been a very key member in the Quad. So Prime Minister Modi will be talking about in all these three meetings and various other meetings of the ministers, working groups. There have been various initiatives that were taken, be it in the critical technologies, be it in the value supply chains, or in the vaccines. We know that J&J vaccine proposal has not moved forward at the same pace. So there will be basically a stock taking. More importantly, the impact of the energy security, the impact of the food shortages due to the war will also have, and which are impacting the whole world, and more so Europe as well as America, where the inflation is running high at a very, very high level. So I think that every country is today very much concerned for its own sustenance and living, and how it's going to pass by, irrespective of the fact that you might be a nuclear power or otherwise. So I think that this is what Prime Minister Modi will be talking. There'll be, if there are any roadblocks in implementing those decisions, they will be taken up. If there is some new ideas that will come apart from the climate change, cyber security, and China threat that always looms large in the backdrop of it, those will be very keenly debated and discussed by the leaders. And what is the way forward? Of course, India's stance will come up again, and India will be able to explain once again to all the leaders about its its sane policy, so to say. And it's not a non-interventionist policy. It is not a non-aligned policy, but it is a policy which seeks the interest of peace, dialogue, and diplomacy. So I look at it from this point of view, and I think there's going to be a successful interaction.